So, I need to talk to the ladies out there and the men both. Okay, so last night I was out to the hot pots, and there was a guy and another guy that got their truck sunk down into the mud, and they couldn't get out. My husband had to come home because he has a routine of a schedule he has to keep for his work. And another guy said he'd give me a ride back to my place because I told him, I was like, I've got some straw at the house and I've got a construction standard tow rope and we can use that to help try to get your vehicles unstuck. And so he'd give me a ride. Well, my ride ended up bailing on me, so I got stuck out to the hot pots last night until like 8 or 9 o'clock last night. Anyways, there was another nice gentleman there that gave me a ride into the Maverick. And then from there, I couldn't find a ride, so I called someone. I'm not going to say who. You don't need to know that. But I called someone. I says, hey. I said, can you give me a ride home? He says, yeah, no problem, Okay, needless to say, this gentleman, or should I say this dude, guy, whatever you want to call him. It's not exactly a gentleman. I have given a lot of stuff to. I've given him horse blankets. I've given him tractor equipment and a lot of other stuff for free. So I says, hey, can you give me a ride home? So he comes and picks me up, and he's bringing me back to the house. And on the way back, I'm in a jacket, and I'm in my swimsuit, and my short trunks, and some shoes. All of a sudden, the guy, he grabs my breast several times. I says, whoa. He says, oh, you owe me for giving you a ride home. I'm looking, I'm like, excuse me? In my mind, I'm sitting there thinking, no, I don't fucking owe you a goddamn thing. You have no right to touch me. But at the same time, I didn't have very much clothes on. I was wet from being in the hot pots. I was in my swimsuit. And it was cold outside. I was like, crap. I was in a position, I didn't have much to do. And he grabbed my breast. Was not happy about it at all. And then he went to go grab it again. And I said, oh, no. No. I'm like, if you touch me again, I says, I'm going to break every fucking bone in your face. And then he tried it again. So this morning, I reported him to the police. Let me tell you guys right now, women, do not ever put up with somebody abusing you. If they do it, call on them. You think, oh, well, I'll just let them get away with it this time. No, honey. If you do that, you're putting other women in jeopardy. Do you understand? If somebody harasses you, call the cops immediately. They're there to protect you. The cops where I live are some of my best friends. They protect me. Okay? I consider the head of my town sheriff one of my best friends. And all the officers here are kind to me, and I absolutely adore all of them. They're all sweethearts. Men, women don't owe you shit. Keep your fucking hands off them. And women, I know there's some of you out there that put your hands on men. Nobody has any right to touch anybody else's body without their consent. It's bullshit. You don't do it. If you can't keep your hands to yourself, stay the fuck home. Because nobody wants to be abused. Anybody does it to me again, ever again, I will report you every fucking time. You got me? And I know women do it just as much as men do it or whatever. No one has the right to force anything on you. Now, that is not only to say for adults. This shit happens in schools and it happens to little kids as well. It does not matter how little you are, how big you are. And it doesn't matter if you're old or young, does not matter. If somebody touches you inappropriately, go to an authority. They are there to protect you. Don't be afraid of the guys. If you report it immediately after it happens, they can put them in jail immediately. And then they won't hurt you. Because if you allow it and say, oh, well, it'll just happen this time, won't happen again, you're just saying it's okay. And you're letting them know that they can do that to other people too. Now, needless to say, I'm a very strong woman. And I can handle it. It really doesn't bother me too much. But if he's done it to me, most likely he's done it to other people too. So you need to stand up for yourself. And if you're not willing to stand up for yourself, are you willing to stand up for other people? For other women, for other men, for other children, for whatever? You don't know. If they're willing to sexually harass you, who else have they done it to as well? Or who else could they possibly do it for? Stand up for your rights, whether it's a girl or a guy. Don't put your hands on people without their consent. It's not right, and you shouldn't let them get away with it, and they should be charged for it. Okay? Like and subscribe. Have a great day.